So it's always been kind of my dream country to visit. I saved up and now I'm here. 3,000.
Yeah.
See, to me it doesn't feel that much. Not seen that before. That's very different. You don't stand right on the curb, and that was a shift from me. It's weird. That's good.
Hello. Thank you for coming today. Where are you from?
I'm from London.
What's your name?
Eleanor.
Why did you choose Japan?
I really wanted to visit. I like Japanese photographers, I love Japanese food, I've heard the fashion is amazing here, so it's always been kind of my dream country to visit. So I saved up and now I'm here.
Nice to hear. You said Japanese photographer?
Yes.
Is there any good Japanese photographer?
There's a very famous one, I'm going to mispronounce it, but he's called Daido Moriyama. He has a really interesting style, and just like my impression of Japan as a country as well, as it's very artistic and a lot of creative, so yeah, interesting to visit.
You also visited some places that you already seen in photography.
So I stayed in Shibuya, which is obviously the lights are so iconic in Shibuya and Shinjuku, so that was interesting to see. I was kind of underwhelmed by the Shibuya scramble because it's just a road, I think. So like I live in a big city too, so I like cross big roads all the time, so I wasn't like that surprised by it. But the lights were cool, the shopping has been amazing. I love this park. I think it's the most beautiful park I've ever been to. It's really gorgeous. I went to the Nezu Museum. Have you been there? That was really interesting as well. It's in like another beautiful garden, like really interesting objects. Yeah, I've been trying to take a train to a different area every day, so I've seen quite a lot of different spaces.
Crossing in Shibuya.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people are crossed like once?
No, how many?
It's like 3,000.
3,000?
Yeah.
See, to me it doesn't feel that much because
Right.
like I used to work in central London, so I cross probably roads with 3,000 people all the time, but it doesn't help that people stop and stand in the middle of the street when there's cars trying to come through. So but it was cool to see because it's so iconic, isn't it?
So you took trains to go to around Tokyo?
Yeah.
How you feel it?
They're so quick, they're so clean. It was amazing. It's so good.
So compared to Japanese like public transportation, what about the UK, like your countries?
Yeah, so the London Tube is iconic as well, and it's great. Don't get me wrong, it is great, but it's very dirty.
Very dirty.
Very dirty. People are quite rude on it. I've seen some very crazy things on the London Underground.
Do you mind if
I've seen people take drugs just on the tube. So it's very different, I think, whereas when you go on the Tokyo subway, it's very quiet and things like that. And also I'm taking a train today actually to Kyoto, and I think that experience will be cool as well because the trains across the UK are notoriously rubbish and they're always delayed. They're very expensive, very delayed. So I think that will be a really interesting experience as well.
Do you know how we call it?
The Shinkansen?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Know that. What was the most surprising things that you experienced?
Most surprising thing. It's a very small cultural difference, but people wait at the lights before crossing. Not seen that before. That's very different. Instead of just crossing the road, people kind of wait and they queue up to cross. Do you know what I mean? And you don't stand right on the curb. And that was a shift from me because when you work in a big city and you're busy and you're kind of get out of my way. I think there's much more respect here. So that's been a big cultural difference.
So you mean people don't hit each other?
Yeah, there's a lot more patience, I think, with the way people move around the city, more understanding, I think, more spatial awareness as well.
Okay, I see. I think there is a stereotype that Japanese people are kind of polite.
Yeah.
And then really kind to other people and then respect to each other. Do you find it in real?
Yeah, I think that's been my experience. Obviously, it's difficult as a tourist because I don't speak Japanese and I wish I'd made a bit of an effort to learn more Japanese so I can understand if not everybody is extremely friendly because I've come to a different country and I'm not speaking the language. I completely understand that, but nobody has been rude to me. I think as a woman as well, people have been very respectful. That's been my experience.
What about historical or traditional experience?
Traditional experience. I saw some, I think it's one of Japan's national treasures. It was called the irises. It's these kind of silk screens from the 18th century and they were printed. They were very gorgeous. I saw some traditional masks from the theatre. That was amazing to see as well. The food has been really delicious as well. In Kyoto, I would love to do a traditional tea ceremony. And I haven't done it yet, but the other thing that's really interesting to me is the flower arranging. I don't know what it's called. Do you know?
Ikebana.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, ikebana. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Oh, you're gonna do that?
I think so. I'd like to if I have time. I've done enough shopping, so I think it would be good to do some culture.
So how many days you're gonna travel in Japan?
So I was in Tokyo for 8 days. Today's my last day. And then 4 in Kyoto and then another 4 in Osaka. The flight is so long, I thought I would make it worth my while I'm here.
How long did it take?
The flight? It was 14 hours, but we couldn't land in Tokyo because if there was a storm. So we had to land in Osaka and then just kind of hang out there for an hour or two, and then they flew us back. And there was people sort of throwing up around me. It was horrible.
Okay. What kind of food did you try?
It's like an activity my mum and I love to do in London, but we love to go and have sashimi together. And I live in an area of London where there's like a big Japanese community, and so you can get really nice quality sashimi. So that was one of the main things I wanted to do here. So I've had some really delicious sashimi. I've never had squid sashimi, like squid sushi before, and that was delicious. I've had soba, it's nice. Udon is delicious. I love udon. Tempura is yummy. Ramen I really like too. I had to try, it's so touristy, but I had to try ichiran. But well, people told me that it's good to try as like a base level, and then you can compare, you know, once you know what an entry level ramen tastes like, you can have like a different one. I had this amazing ramen in Ginza, and it was a clear pork broth. It was very nice. It was not as rich. That was delicious. Ooh, I'm trying to think of what else. Gyakatsu. I don't know. So it's like a beef, and it's very lightly breaded, like in a coating, and then there's a hot stone. You cook it for like 10 seconds, and you have it with like rice and cabbage.
Do you have any picture?
I do have a picture somewhere. It's not a good picture, but I do have a picture.
Nice. Can I ask you what's your favorite thing so far?
My favorite thing, I mean, the sushi is amazing, isn't it? And you can't get the same, not in Japan. So that has been amazing. But I personally love udon.
Is the difference between Japanese sashimi and sashimi that you get in Hong Kong?
Yeah, I mean, you can get really nice sashimi in London, but obviously the fish is much better quality, and the price is so different as well. Like, if you're willing to pay, you can get anything in London.
Do you find any weird aspects of Japan?
Well, I went to Akihabara, and obviously the culture of like maid cafes and things like that, that's not something that we have at all. So that was like interesting to see.
Did you try?
No.
Okay.
I didn't.
There's also some Asian country which is really, really popular in the world nowadays, like China, Korea, South Korea, and also Taiwan,
Thailand, very popular. Yeah.
Vietnam. Have you ever been there?
No, I've never been. I've never been. But in the UK, everyone goes to Thailand, to Vietnam. That's like classic, is where everyone goes. But I've never been.
Why did you choose Japan?
I don't know. To me, the culture is, when I think of Japan, I think kind of very typical Japanese food or very typical Japanese kind of culture. And Tokyo is, I think, interesting because it's a city of kind of two halves, and there's like beautiful nature and the kind of respect traditional cultural element, but then also there's amazing nightlife, a lot of drinking, the lights. So I was kind of attracted to that.
Did you learn any Japanese words?
I learned arigatou gozaimasu. That was mostly it. I can say kore kudasai.
Oh, perfect. That's cool.
And konbanwa, konnichiwa. That's it. But I wish I learned more.
You know pretty well, I think.
No.
That's really useful, I think. So since you love eating some food, so maybe you can remember oishi.
Oishi.
Oishi, it means delicious.
Oh, yeah. I was looking for that one actually.
Oh, really?
I was trying to search it up to say, but I couldn't find it. I could see there's something that you say before you eat, isn't there?
Itadakimasu.
Yeah, that was it.
You say itadakimasu before eating?
Yeah.
And then after eating, there was also phrase. Gochisou-sama deshita. It's a bit long.
Yeah. Say it again.
Gochisou-sama deshita. Well, you can say it gochisou-sama.
Gochisou-sama.
Yeah. And then you can also say, it's kind of type of slang, but you can also say umai.
Umai.
Yeah, it means it's really good.
Like yummy. Yeah. Okay.
So, what do you think about Japanese guy? Like, just your impression.
They're very fashionable.
What about your home country? They're also maybe fashionable.
No. No, in London they are, but no, like, maybe it's different as well because I'm in like a very fashionable area, so maybe it's skewed. But no, I think, very fashionable. Take care in their appearance.
So here are some Japanese traditional snacks. You can pick up one of them.
Let's have a look.
This is a squid.
Squid, this
Yeah.
one.
But it's
Maybe
a bit
not now.
sour. Yeah, and that one is also a bit sour.
Okay, I can do sour.
It's like a seaweed type of thing.
Okay. It's weird. It's like not nice. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's almost nice.
Okay.
I think it takes some getting used to because you associate like sweet stuff with like an artificial flavor, but because it's seaweed, it's quite like a fishy flavor, so it's kind of a bit of a mismatch. But it's alright. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I first taste sour, in my head I was like, okay, now I'm going to taste fruit or sugar or something, and then you taste seaweed and you're like, what? But no, it's nice.
So here are some souvenirs for you. You can also pick some of them.
You. Which one should I
One
choose?
of them. This is like you can do
Oh.
this and then feel some wind.
Oh, like a fan.
And then also this one is a kind of traditional type
Yeah,
of-
I have one of these at home.
Oh really?
Yeah. People use them at like clubs and stuff, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
In London?
Yeah, because it's so hot. You need a bit of a fan.
But this kind of style?
Maybe not with the pattern, but like the
yeah.
style of
Interesting.
that kind of fan.
That's cool.
So socks. Oh, these are tappy socks.
Oh, you know that tabi?
Yeah, because of the the shoes, the Margiela shoes. They're very, very popular. So everybody buys the tappy socks.
It's like a modern style, I think, and then foldable.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
And then it's written here, you. Do you know onsen?
Uh-huh.
So it reminds us onsen.
Oh.
Basically, if you see it, there should be onsen.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
It's very cute.
Yeah, thank you for coming today.
Thank you.